Hey there, Capricorn is who I'm reading for, as usual. I always forget right around Capricorn. But anyway, welcome to your reading for the month of November 2017. This month, definitely check out astrojar.com for more awesome readers and astrologers. And also, if you would like a 2018 yearly reading, personal reading, you can get that at the link in the description below. I'm running a special on yearly readings at the moment. But let's see what we get for you at this time. And it's been a very positive month for pretty much everybody, and it looks good for you as well. You start off with the King of Clubs. King of Clubs is a card, I think, for you of confusion. This is the only challenging card you have here. I don't even think it's a challenge, so don't worry about it. But I think this card is just saying you need to commit to something. I think I got the same message for like Leo or something like that. So you're kind of getting the same message that I think you just need to make a commitment to some sort of like business idea or some sort of like a person, if it's in a relationship or something. And I feel like once you make that commitment, things will get significantly better right away. The good news is it's coming up in the first spot, which usually just represents the past. You know, the past being confusing and challenging and all over the place, not being sure what to do. You know, all those things. So that's the good news, and I do think it's going to lead to quick changes soon. And it's followed up by the Three of Clubs, the card of second chances. I feel like some of you could be, you know, I feel like mostly, really, if I'm being honest, I feel like this mostly has to do with people who are in business. So, you know, again, if you're in business, I feel like some of you are getting a second chance at a business, maybe something you did in the past, and now you're doing it in an updated way. And I do feel like it will be very successful for you if you are one of those people who's doing that. For others of you, I do feel like it could be relationships as well. You know, to me, when this card comes up as a second chance for relationships, to me, it doesn't represent somebody from the past coming back. It just represents, you know, you feel like you have a second chance at love in general. Like just somebody new, but it feels like a second chance to be with somebody who's truly important to you. And that comes up right here, which is the, if I can hold on to the cards today, which I can't, you have the Two of Hearts. Two of Hearts represents finding a perfect match, somebody who's really important to you. So love could be definitely an opportunity this month. I will say that I think if you want love, you have to go get it. I think you have to probably get it in public, and you know, in a public place, like by meeting somebody, or maybe through friends, or through a friend, somebody, you know, hooks you up with somebody else, or, you know, something like that. So I don't feel like, I've said it all year, for some reason I just don't feel like online dating is very good this year. Like I said, I really don't have a reason for it. It's just a feeling I have that, you know, online dating isn't the best this year. That doesn't mean you shouldn't do it, because I'm a you know, strong believer in if you want something, I think you should try every single way you possibly can to get it. And because then you're proving to the universe that you really want it. So I always tell people to do everything you possibly can, you know, including online dating. But again, I feel like if you're going to meet somebody, it's probably going to be in public. For the rest of you who are in a relationship, I feel like this is just you matching up with like some sort of situation or something that makes you really happy. Next, you have the Four of Spades, card of recovery. It does seem to be very much a recovery month for a lot of people, even just looking around here. You have 3 fours, which is like new stability, more stability, and also things lasting longer in your life, meaning that, like, you know, the changes aren't going to be so extreme, like these constant like changes over and over and over again. I think that people have been experiencing for quite a long time. So I think there's definitely some stability in that sense as well. Next, you have the Four of Clubs. Your thoughts being in line with the truth, as I always say with this card, it's a card to me that represents, you know, your thoughts being in line with the truth, your thoughts being true. So I think that if you are being guided in a certain direction this month, which I think that you are, especially when you have like a King of Clubs like that, even though it can represent confusion, kings represent authority and they represent guidance. So in a lot of ways, I think you are being guided at this time in life, and I do think it will be beneficial. This card also can represent retrograde energy, so just be careful of, you know, the typical retrograde stuff. Even though we don't have a Mercury retrograde this month, you know, it can still represent that type of energy. So just, you know, the usual retrograde stuff. Next, you have the Queen of Spades. I think that some of you need to kind of step outside your comfort zone, especially I'm getting in love as well. So again, I feel like if you are looking for love, I feel like you have to try new things, try to meet new people. Whenever people are stuck in love, I mean, I think it's always a good idea to like try dating a different type of person. You know, like maybe you have a certain type and this card kind of comes and says, hey, mix it up a little bit and things like that. The other problem I think right now that I will tell you is that I think certain signs, and I do think Capricorn is one of them, I think that the energy is like making you feel like you have to like marry the first person you date. So I think it's important to just date at this time. I think it's important if you're single to just like kind of see what's out there and go into it without making any commitments, because I think this causes a lot of problems. I think people think like that the person they go out with, like just to go have a drink with or whatever, it's like they have to commit to that person. And so then you know, turn perfectly good dates down because you're like, oh, I could never see myself with this person, so I'm just not going to do it in the first place. And I think you need to get away from that energy and just, you know, date if you can at this time, and just kind of see what's out there and give people chances and just kind of see what comes up. You know, because again, I think there's like a very surprising energy here as well. So you might go out with somebody that you wouldn't normally go out with, and then you find out they're awesome. So, you know, definitely a great time to like stay open to these things, you know, to those types of things right now. At the end, you have the Four of Hearts, card of commitments, card of receiving some sort of commitment and love as well. So definitely a good thing for you. Again, if you're already in a relationship, this could be you committing to a business or a new way of being. I think that a lot of people also at this time are going to be changing their relationships and are going to be committed to strengthening their relationships. So again, if you are already in one, this could be you strengthening your relationship. But I'd say it looks like it definitely looks like a very good month. I think there are a lot of positive changes coming up for you, and yeah, it looks good. So thank you, and enjoy your month.